Hello guys, this video is for you if you are a beginner and you're wondering how am I going to use tables in Microsoft Word and you're struggling with it. This video is here and I'm going to teach you step by step how you can actually understand table, and I show you that by the end of this video, come on, you're going to get and you're going to do a lot with tables, okay? Alright, let's go into it. And I'm going to tell you, if you're actually new to my YouTube channel, just hit the subscribe button. You're going to learn a lot of things, okay? It's totally free. Alright, so how to add tables, how to use tables in Microsoft Word as a beginner. A lot of people actually were telling me, okay, I don't know how I'm going to use tables in Microsoft Word. It's complex, it's this. I said, alright, don't worry. Just watch this video and you're going to know how to do it. Okay, now the first thing you want to do is actually let's see how to insert tables. Okay, so the first thing is actually come to insert, and then this is tables. But mind you, before you talk about how am I going to actually try writing this all over here, you have to first of all, of course, your table is going to have a heading. So let's assume that this heading here is actually talking about, let's say something like Maryland International College. It's actually a school, and wanna learn, wanna actually create a table for this. So let's just give this increase the size and just do some little editing and work on it. Okay, and change the font style and fine. Okay, now I'm gonna add a table to this, and I'm gonna return this back and back. Make sure the first thing you actually want to do is make sure your cursor is where you want your table to appear. Don't put your cursor at this point and then go and insert table. No, it's going to damage your work. So make sure that your cursor is actually in a point or position that you want your table to appear. Don't forget that. So then the next thing you want to do is go to insert tables. When you get to tables, there's the row and there's the column. Okay, now I'm yet to click anything. You can just see I'm just moving my cursor, and there's a reflection of what I'm doing on my, you can see that. So let's say actually you can actually just come over here and actually need something like a three, perhaps 3 rows 2 columns. So I can just decide to do this. So just slide through with your cursor, and then you can slide up to 5 rows 3 columns. You can slide up to, and so on. So I'm actually going to pick 3 in this video. I can just come over here and make sure there's an extension here, and I'm going to click it. Have you seen this? My table is here. Now the beautiful thing about Microsoft Word is that you can even change the style of your table. Now I just came over to table, I insert it, and I just drew. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to give a space here. Make sure your cursor, remember I told you, make sure your cursor is actually where your table to appear. So come over to insert table. The next way to actually put a table is actually to come to insert table. When you come to insert table, it's going to tell you number of columns, number of rows. How many columns do I want? How many rows do I want? So don't forget how I got there. Table. Let me cancel this and do it again. Table. Insert table. And then when I get to insert table, I'm going to put, okay, number of columns. I want 2 columns. Number of rows. I want 6 rows. And I'm going to click OK. Now you can see this. The number of column I said I went, and the number of rows. You can see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows and a column. So this is actually how you can actually put insert rows and columns in tables, because tables actually deals with rows and columns. Now what next? How I'm going to work on the table. Okay, let's assume that we've got something like here. We have name. We've got this is quite very bold, and let me try to reduce this. We have name. We have We have something here like break. We have something here like period. Or no, let's use subject just for the case of this video. All right, name, break, subject. Okay, now in name here, let's just put something like we have James. I just want to quickly just change the font style. I'm not satisfied with it. It's getting bold and so on. Okay, so we have James. Let's pick here. We have Bridget, and here, let's say we have maybe John. Okay, subject. Let's just pick something like maybe um, math. We have something like English. Sorry. And then here we have something like let's just pick something like biology. Okay, now look at this. We have now I'm actually writing a name in the table. I'm gonna do something like that similar here. Make sure you're not lost whenever you're preparing your table, because each column and each row is specific. It's just like a cell. It's actually meant for a particular character or text to be in it. Make sure there's not an extension of maybe something like writing James Washington and then you just try and type and it's going to be an extension of it. Make sure it is always similar. It is actually measured to be on the same length and the same width. And if this is actually going to be extended like something like this, let's put something like James Bridget John. You can see now that this particular row looks bigger than this, and I can't submit my table like this. It's not gonna be. It doesn't make sense this way. So if I'm gonna do this, I have to extend. I have to make sure that there's an extension between my Bridget, and also the same thing is gonna apply to my John. So don't try to make everything. One is not gonna look bigger than the other. No, it doesn't work that way, and it's not gonna help. Okay, now what's the next thing I want to do? I'm going to change the style of my table. So you see this over here, you click it, the edge, and then you can see tables. So one of the beautiful features about Microsoft Word is that it helps you to change tables. So you can come over here and select. There are different styles of tables that you can actually use. If you need more of this template and style, you can come over here and then you pick it. This is a very good table that you actually just prepared right now. So it's going to help you, and you don't forget your editing tools. You want to change color, so you can just come over here and then pick a very, very stable color that's going to work for it, and then you're good to go. So it's going to really work for you if you actually learn how to use tables. So it's not really difficult. Now, apart from that, how can you merge cells? Or you want to create a merge cell, you want to write on a sideway in your Microsoft Word. Let me try to pull this a little down so we can work more. So let's just assume there's a table. Mind you, what I did was that I actually placed my cursor at this point and then I press the tab key. When you press the tab key, it's going to automatically, let me go back so you can see. I press the tab key and then you can see that there's an extension of what I'm doing. So I don't need to I start drawing another table. No. It's going to be very complex. Just press your tab key. It's going to help. Okay, now how am I going to merge this? I can just put my cursor at this edge here. And then I'm going to mark it. When I mark it, I will right click on the marked area. I will select merge cells. Now I'm going to click out, you see. Have you seen this place is empty? Very, very empty. I'm going to change it to a more table so you're going to see what I did. So you can just pick it. You see this place looks very empty. You can see this, very empty. So there are no lines in it. I actually just merged the cells. So you could do the same thing, and then you'll be wondering that, okay, I want to make my text direction. I want to make something like this. All you have to do is put your cursor here, right click on it, select text direction, and then pick a style that you want, perhaps this, and then you click OK. You can see my text change. So I could put break time. I'm gonna put 8 a.m. Okay, and just do some stuff like that. Depending, you can just find that there is actually changing my text here. So you can do a lot of things as a beginner, working working with Microsoft Word and designing your tables. Now, when you do something like this, people are gonna be like, "Wow, you guys good." Yeah, you're really good because you can actually do it. Okay, so it's actually gonna help you to do. So you can actually merge cells. Let's assume you want to merge this cell. Don't forget, you just hold, drag, and mark. I'm going to change the style of this table so we can actually see when I'm actually marking a text or the table. So let me try to use something like a white that is easy to, or something like come in. This looks so bright. Let me pick something like this. Okay. All right, now so I'm gonna mark this. You can see now it's marked. Don't forget, you right click, merge cells. Boom, it's out. So whatever I type here that I love my school, for example, you can see that it is here. So you can do a lot of beautiful things using tables. This is just actually a rough work, and I'm not actually really doing something that's really very professional. I'm just doing something for that you can use to learn. You can do it, and then don't forget you can right click, text direction, select the way you want your text to be, and then you click OK, and you're fine. Okay, so that you can do a lot of things, and don't forget you can actually change the style of your table by coming to this place, and then you double click, and then you can come over here, select the various styles that you can actually use on your table, and it's really going to make your work look very professional. So that's one of the way that you can actually change text, and then you can as well change the style of your table and do a whole lot of things with table actually goes a long way, and then you can even as well insert chart and graph, but I will not be doing that in this video. I'll be actually expounding more on how you can actually use tables in Microsoft Word as a beginner. Okay, all right, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, and as well you can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, but I actually love the thumbs up. Okay, catch you in my next video. I'll be doing something great for you. Have a nice time ahead.